Hello, and welcome to Zephyr. Today, we'll talk about 7 daily habits that are draining your vitality. Before we begin, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so, and also click the notification bell to be notified anytime we upload new videos. Also, if you want to be successful and develop rich people habits, the rock-solid, time-tested counsel in this best-selling book has brought joy and prosperity to many people. To learn more, follow the first link in the description. Let's get started. 1. Persistent paranoia. Do you take everything too seriously? Every day, countless people are affected by this unhealthy habit, yet it is reactionary, unplanned, and emotional. In other words, you may be unaware of what you're doing incorrectly. Assume you're going down the street, minding your own business, when a stranger approaches you and chuckles. What is your reaction? Do you begin to wonder what they're laughing about? Do you obsessively inspect your clothes for stains or tears? Do you feel self-conscious about your appearance, assuming that the stranger is mocking you? Here's what's going on. You're taking something impersonal and personalizing it for yourself. Consider this. You have no idea what that stranger is laughing at. You have no idea if they were gazing at you. They could have been gazing at something completely else, but your brain fills in the blanks with your own anxieties. Because you are concerned about your appearance, you believe that when others laugh at something, they are making fun of your flaws. That is what occurs when everything is taken personally. Negative stimuli are instantly associated with your particular defects, inadequacies, and insecurities. However, the vast majority of events have nothing to do with you. 2. Breach of promises. Do you follow through on your promises? Many people make commitments to themselves that they do not plan to keep. This unhealthy behavior not only causes strife in your relationships, but it also affects your self-esteem and self-image. Negativity and emotional weariness result from failure to follow through. What exactly do I mean by follow through? Assume a friend invites you to lunch. You and your partner agree on a time and a location, but 5 minutes before the event, you decide you don't want to go. You leave at the last minute, frustrating both your friend and yourself. You know deep down that you didn't do the proper thing. You are well aware that you should have honored your pledge. You, on the other hand, did not. You found a reason to abandon your friend. Even if that excuse made sense at the time, the uncertainty and disappointment you feel will persist for a long time. And bad emotions deplete your energy far faster than you realize. Simply said, following through is beneficial to you and your relationships. It demonstrates to your friends that you are dependable and trustworthy, but it also demonstrates to yourself that you can be relied on. 3. The daily drama. Do you engage in gossip on a regular basis? Do you share negative news or do you love seeing people argue? You may not be a direct source of gossip in your life, but you may be exposed to it on a daily basis. Maybe your acquaintance is having relationship problems, and you want to know all the specifics. Perhaps a celebrity gets into an argument with someone, and you spend hours on social media trying to figure out who said what. Maybe you watch reality TV shows because you enjoy seeing squabbles between strangers. Every one of these regular routines depletes your vitality in the same way. You're engrossed with something that has little to do with you, and you're allowing too much drama into your life. Even if it isn't your drama, it has a bad effect. You're surrounded by negative emotions and exaggerated difficulties, and those problems are contagious. Reality television, for example, may be interesting at first, but it alters your emotional state and saps your energy. Do you feel productive, pleased, or motivated after hearing other people rant, scream, and cry? No way, no how. When you spend too much time on social media or gossip about your pals, the same thing happens. It's exciting to investigate other people's drama. However, drama saps your vitality, so leave the drama to the people involved. 4. Heavy grudges. Do you harbor resentment toward someone in your life? Grudges are one of the most damaging behaviors you may have for your everyday motivation. When you harbor a grudge, you are holding to undesirable feelings such as wrath and resentment. Both actively drain your vitality and impair your mood. Being furious all the time is tiresome. It's exhausting to rekindle old feuds and deal with the same thorny issues. No grudge is worth keeping because it can justify the detrimental influence it has on your lifestyle, attitude, and motivation. You are not required to forget what someone did. You don't have to be anyone's best buddy ever again. However, you should let go of any lingering grudges in your life. Otherwise, your life would be filled with resentment and endless negativity as a result of your grudges. 5. Lunch breaks. Do you ever sleep in the middle of the day? You may recline on your bed and stare up at the ceiling during those tedious, dull hours of the day. You may persuade yourself, I'll just lie in bed for a few minutes, but sleeping in bed has a long-term influence on your energy and motivation. Your brain associates sleep with your bed. You begin to feel fatigued, unmotivated, and lethargic when you lie down. You stay there far longer than you intended. Why? Because you're too lazy or too comfortable to get back up. Put an end to this terrible habit by lying down in the midst of the day. Instead, encourage oneself to do something else. You don't have to be productive or jump right into your work, but you should take advantage of those lunchtime lulls to boost your enthusiasm. Instead of lying down for 10 minutes, go for a brief walk about your neighborhood. Getting outside and moving your body can help you keep your energy levels up and your motivation up. Stay out of bed as much as possible, even if it's only for 5 to 10 minutes. Because every time you go back under your covers or bury your face in your pillow, you are draining your energy. 6. Meals that are heavy. You begin to feel hungry around lunchtime. You begin to crave something substantial and tasty, so you prepare a large supper, and afterwards, you are fatigued. Your motivation plummets, and you have no desire to accomplish anything except take a lengthy nap. It is critical to have lunch every day, but it is also critical to eat the correct meals. That way, after you finish your noon meal, you won't be foggy, lethargic, or sleepy. You will lose more energy than you gain if you consume huge, hefty meals. However, keeping your lunches light and small will enhance your energy levels and propel you into a more productive afternoon. So say no to those massive noon lunches. Even if you're craving salty, substantial things like a cheeseburger or a dish of pasta, choose something that will boost you up, rather than weigh you down. 7. Excuses that roll downhill. Excuses are an everyday occurrence for many people. You make various justifications to justify everything you know you shouldn't be doing. You make an excuse before watching TV. You make an excuse before you procrastinate on your assignment. You make up lazy excuses every time you want to slack, yet those excuses are your deadliest adversary. Every time you make an excuse, it becomes increasingly difficult to inspire yourself to work. Why? Because those justifications sap your vitality and impair your self-control. It's difficult enough to overcome a hurdle or handle a large project without making excuses, but excuses make those obstacles much more scary. Instead of taking on the task, you look for reasons to choose the easy route. You learn to be lazy rather than disciplined. And you begin to put your short-term demands ahead of your long-term aspirations. Your justifications, no matter how nice they are, pile on top of one another. Once you've made your first justification, it's much easier to justify another. And yet another. Your motivation fades, leaving you with a stack of excuses, hours of lost time, and nothing to show for it. Thank you for watching Zephyr, and please subscribe if you want to see more fantastic content in the future.